As you all know, nowadays everybody wants to drive a supercar because it's very cool. But let me tell you this, even if the supercar is super cool, there are actually a few cars that might kill you if you drive one of it. So in this video, I'll be breaking down the top 5 cars that can kill you. So what I want you to do for me is, get your popcorn ready, sit back, relax and watch this video with no stress. So let's get started. At number 5 we have the Porsche Carrera GT. Now mentioning this car on such a list is smeared with tragedy, and it is after all the car that Paul Walker, the Fast and Furious star, lost his life in. But anyone who has driven the Carrera GT will tell you how difficult it is on the limit, and even when Top Gear's Ben Collins took it for a spin, it took him 6 attempts to get it around Hammerhead without spinning it. So what does this mean? It means it's a very difficult car to drive with a 5.7 liter engine, 612 horsepower, rear-wheel drive and a manual gearbox car. And the saddest part of this car is that it doesn't care how much talent you have, because if you take a single liberty with it, it is automatically programmed to destroy you, which has unfortunately been proven true. At number 4 we have the Koenigsegg 1. Now the reason why the Koenigsegg 1 is named so is because it produces 1 horsepower per kilogram of weight, which in case you haven't caught yet, it is 1000 horsepower per ton, and that power is achieved using a 5 liter twin turbo V8 engine. And the car also has one of the worst driving positions in the world, so this means you have something that with the flex of your toe can quite easily become a coffin. And even when it comes to earlier Koenigseggs, when Ben Collins of Top Gear took it for a spin, he lost control of the car when trying to get a lap time out of it. So as a breed, the Koenigsegg are capable of treating out the fine line between life and death, so you need to be careful when driving one of these cars. At number 3 we have the RAV CTR Yellowbird. In 1989 the threat of a Yellowbird was perfectly illustrated by German racing driver Stefan Roser, who set a lap record of 8 minutes and 5 seconds in Nürburgring. And what do you think happened that day? Every corner was taken with smoke coming out of the back end of the car, as if the car was doing everything to kill the man behind the wheel. And one thing about this car is that it gives you an excellent idea of how it is to actually wrestle with a lion, which in my honest opinion would be safer than to drive this car. So what will you do? Will you wrestle a lion or drive this car? At number 2 we have the Golf GTI W12 650. Now this is a concept car that has made it into production with a chassis from an Audi R8, brakes from a Lamborghini Gallardo and a 6 liter twin turbo engine from a Bentley tuned up to 641 horsepower. With all of that power being sent to rear wheels and the heavy lump of an engine, the GTI W12 has never had so much handling as a straight choice between dead by unrecoverable understeer or dead by unrecoverable by oversteer. It's equivalent to asking a prisoner if they would like to be shot to death or stabbed to death, and that is why this car is never made it into production, so you won't be able to buy this kilo of a car. At number 1 we have the Selby Cobra 427 Super Snake. Now as you all know, all Cobras are out to kill you, but this very special one is a psychotic, genuine murderer. And this car can be described as the Cobra to end all lives, and it packs a 7 liter twin supercharged V8 engine developing 800 horsepower, and it feels like it wants to kill you from 1 mile per hour to its top speed, which is 200 miles per hour. And if you don't believe me, ask Bill Cosby before he was in prison. He owned one of the 2 Cobra Super Snakes, and when he test drove the car, he found it so eager to misbehave in a manner it could have easily resulted in death, that he had to take it straight back to Selby. And the Cobra is super uncontrollable, and the last time when this crossed the auction blocks in 2007, it was sold for $5.5 million. Thank you everyone for making it this far in the video. I appreciate it, and please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe.